Welcome to 12 Green Street here in Manhattan's Soho neighborhood. This is an incredibly unique property. It's a penthouse loft that really feels like a townhouse in the sky. With 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and 3 amazing outdoor spaces, and more greenery than you're going to see in any other apartment in New York City. And all of this is priced at $9,950,000. So this entry hall is unlike any other apartment that I've ever seen in New York City. You walk in here and you feel like you're in a tropical paradise that is full of plant life and that really sets the tone for the entire apartment. When people talk about homes being an oasis from the city, here it really truly is. So from the entry hall, we walk right into this unbelievable living room. Unlike in many enormous homes, suburban homes, where you have a separate home theater, here in New York, it's quite rare to find, and in this case, the living room transforms into this incredible home theater with perfect projection onto the wall opposite the seating area here. These wood panels were all reclaimed from the original roof of the building, and the wood was actually treated with the Japanese sugiban, which is a flame charring process, to create this beautiful effect of the wood. So from the living room, we walk over into the dining room through the beautiful wood panels. While they're seamlessly connected, you'll see that the scale of the dining room changes dramatically and really becomes this intimate, very warm and cozy space. So the kitchen is one of the most unique kitchens I've ever seen in New York. It was newly built, but with many antique and vintage materials that were found throughout the world. This is a kitchen that truly is a chef's kitchen and was designed for somebody who loves to entertain and cook. You'll see there are multiple places in this kitchen where you could have a number of cooks here working at the same time, and the owner has catered dinner parties for up to 30, 40 people. Not only is it hard to find a beautiful kitchen that has incredible view in New York, but I've never seen anything like this where the kitchen actually looks onto a reflecting pool that's level with the countertop and the sink, and all of the beautiful plants that you see beyond it. Right off the kitchen in the stair hall is this dumbwaiter, which is perfect for bringing refreshments and food up to the rooftop entertainment area. This is, in my opinion, one of the most romantic homes in New York, and one of just many examples of that is this beautiful little powder room, which has antique wallpaper, an antique sink, and incorporates both modern, new, and vintage found materials. Right here in the center of the loft, we have this incredible staircase with an enormous skylight above us, flooding the center of the space with natural light. Here, the owner was very thoughtful about incorporating references to not only New York, but to the old cast iron loft architecture of this neighborhood here in Soho. The staircase itself, every single wood shred incorporates bottle glass, which is something that was used in the late 19th century in a lot of the loft buildings around Soho in the old sidewalks in order to bring light down to the sidewalk vaults underneath the buildings. This beautiful mezzanine library was crafted to be the perfect space for working. The winter garden is still very present, and you feel the monumental scale of the living room that we're overlooking. Off the library is this hidden walk-in closet that's almost like a hidden room. Here we are, one of the most romantic and beautiful master bedroom suites in New York. Completely surrounded and enveloped by the linen, including this beautiful tinted ceiling. The master bedroom was intended to evoke the feeling of being in a wonderful Parisian hotel suite. Connected to the master suite is this beautiful master bath, completely surrounded in gray marble slabs. The master bath incorporates an antique sink, a beautiful steam shower, which actually very cleverly connects to a half bath on the other side, and this amazing copper tub, which the owner very thoughtfully installed a heating element at the bottom of the tub so that it's always warm and the water doesn't get cold after you fill the tub. So New York can be very hot and sticky, at least for 4 or 5 months of the year in the summer. And if you don't want to use your beautiful steam shower here, you walk right outside your master bath and have this spectacular outdoor shower. This would be my dream to have in New York. In the summer in New York, when it's incredibly hot and sticky, I think having an outdoor shower like this is one of the rarest luxuries that one could find in New York City. I've only seen this in a handful of other penthouses in the entire city. So the owner has created this unbelievably beautiful garden up here on this terrace, and it almost feels like you're in a forest in the sky. This is one of only 3 outdoor spaces in this home, but probably the most spectacular. It's full of green, including mature linden trees, this incredible arbor, which is actually fully mature grapevines that in the fall and winter are full of grapes hanging down over this outdoor seating area. Besides the luxury of having such a beautiful outdoor space in Manhattan, one of the other great luxuries is just the sense of calm and serenity that you have when you're sitting in a space like this, surrounded by your own gardens, completely disconnected from the rest of the city. It's hard to remember out here with these fully grown linden trees that were actually on the 6th floor of a cast iron loft building in Soho. This beautiful outdoor space is actually a 2-story level connected to the courtyard off of the kitchen downstairs. So the deck itself is made from this ipe wood, integrating these steel elements that you can actually see down to the courtyard off the kitchen below, including the reflecting pool. Having a water element in a pool of this size, even if it's just a reflecting pool, in your own outdoor space in the middle of Manhattan, is that not just the definition of serenity? So we're walking up that beautiful staircase beneath the skylit atrium to the 3rd floor of this penthouse, where we have the guest suite and this incredible conservatory room that leads to the 3rd outdoor space. And while the room is totally flooded with light all year round, incredibly comfortable with these beautiful sofas and seating areas, but is also an incredible space for entertaining. So the conservatory was designed not only to have a great seating area to enjoy the beautiful views of New York City and your roof terrace, but also, and it even has its own small kitchen in order to be able to have dinner parties out here on the roof. And we have 3 cooktops, including an induction surface, a Japanese teppanyaki, and a grill. The whole thing can be concealed so that you're not looking at any of it. And this antique icebox actually functions as additional cabinetry for the kitchen. Continuing the indoor-outdoor theme of this apartment, there's always a way to access the outdoors, even if you want to stay inside. And this entire glass room was designed so that it can be opened up to the beautiful vistas of Manhattan. So from this beautiful conservatory room, you can open up all of the doors and windows directly to the spectacular roof terrace, which is perfect for entertaining. So the roof deck has spectacular views of Manhattan, including the brand new construction over at Hudson Yards to the northwest, as well as right now I'm looking at the Freedom Tower and the Herzog de Meuron building at 66 Leonard Street. So one of the really unique and rare things here in this penthouse is that every outdoor space is actually used. But here the outdoor spaces are directly off of other interior living spaces. So here on the roof deck, one of the many brilliant design things that the owner of this apartment did was, faced with this enormous skylight over the living room, she actually turned it into a table that can seat up to 16 people for beautiful dinner parties, barbecues, here on the roof in the middle of Soho. So here on the top floor, you have this very private, absolutely stunning guest suite with its tented ceiling, beautiful views over the rooftops of Soho, and actually here has this incredible view looking down over the atrium staircase up to the skylight. But if you want privacy, it can be completely closed off. And this door is actually the original old loft door of the original warehouse building. And then part of this beautiful guest suite is that you have an adjacent whole other room, which is a wonderful study with these gorgeous steel casement windows looking out over the rooftops of Soho. It can function as a private workspace or office, or it's a 3rd guest bedroom, or it's a beautiful part of the guest suite. The guest suite actually can be divided into 2 separate guest rooms, and this whole wall completely closes off, and then the sleep sofa behind me is used as your 3rd bedroom. So this penthouse loft is truly one of the most beautiful and special spaces that I've ever seen in New York City. From the 3 outdoor terraces, to this incredible winter garden with unbelievable amount of greenery, to the just unbelievably high quality of craftsmanship, the attention to detail, and the amazing construction quality, all of which are very rare to find at this or any price range in New York. All of this can be yours currently on the market for just under $10 million.